to talk for a minute about an issue that's getting more and more attention. That's the issue which scientifically is called stratospheric aerosol geoengineering, also called the chemtrail issue.
Contrails, but it comes out of the engine. Looks like it's coming out of the engine. It's like a white cloud coming out. Just dissipates, disappears. You see it on a blue day, you see it, you know, in the sky, and then it just disappears. And what a chemtrail is, it's similar, but it lingers in the air for hours, and it's small, and then it just gets bigger. And it looks like it's forming a cloud, and you see them crisscrossing the sky.
It is called geoengineering, fighting global warming by putting a chemical dust in the atmosphere and reflecting harmful radiation back into space.
You could use barium oxide, for example, which makes big fluffy clouds. You could use tiny little bits of aluminum, which is benign in the environment, and essentially manage the climate.
What are you doing with your weather weapons? Chemtrails in the sky. What are you doing with your weather weapons?
You know, if you asked the government if they were going to say they are doing this, is that it was going to prevent global warming. You know, sun rays hit it, bounce back into space, using that to, you know, combat global warming.
He died like it was probably last June or maybe July of like lung cancer. And
Chemtrail is a cloud from a jet, but it doesn't disperse like a normal contrail. Contrail and chemtrail is definitely different. For the benefit of mankind, to control weather, there could be malicious reasons. They could pretty much control your mind. If you read and research history, they can control your mind.
Water and stuff that I collected in bowls, I had it set out in my backyard on my dad's pickup truck.
KSLA News 12 had the sample tested at a lab. The results? A high level of barium, 6.8 parts per million, more than 3 times the toxic level set by the EPA.
Armed with these lab results about the high levels of barium found in our sample, we decided to contact the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality. They told us that yes, these levels are very unusual, but at the same time they added the caveat that proving the source is a whole nother matter.
Really is to put the chemicals in the earth, the water, especially for farmers growing. With the high aluminum content, plants don't grow that well, so they have to, you know, genetically engineer seeds that grow with aluminum in the soil.
We stood up to Monsanto, and it went to trial. It ended up in the Supreme Court of Canada, where everything they came after me, they lost. They lost the case, but the Supreme Court ruled that Monsanto's patent on a gene is valid. It doesn't matter how it ends up in any life form, they own and control it. And that was a startling decision, is that even if you have your crop, organic farmer or conventional farmer, and your crop is contaminated, the amount of contamination doesn't matter. They own your seeds and plants, and if you use them, you're liable to a lawsuit under patent law. So that's what the case is all about, and that shows how Monsanto can get control over the seed supply and food supply through cross-pollination, direct seed movement, blowing into wind or whatever. It doesn't matter how it gets there, the court's ruled. You don't own your seeds or plants anymore. So it would give them, the corporations now, total control over the seed supply, ultimately the food supply.
Sometimes I try to do things, and it doesn't work out the way I want it to, and I get real frustrated. And I try hard to do it, and I take my time, but it just doesn't work out the way I want it to. It's like I concentrate on real hard, but it just doesn't work out. And everything I do and everything I try, it never turns out. It's like I need time to figure these things out. There's always someone there going, hey Mike, you know, we've been noticing you've been having a lot of problems lately, you know? You should maybe get away, and like, maybe you should talk about it, you'll feel a lot better. I go, no, it's okay, you know, I'll figure it out. Just leave me alone, I'll figure it out, you know? I'm just working on myself. They go, well, you know, if you want to talk about it, I'll be here, you know, and you'll probably feel a lot better if you talk about it. So why don't you talk about it? I go, no, I don't want to, I'm okay. I'll figure it out myself. But they just keep bugging me. They just keep bugging me. It's Bill's on the side. Got me, two times, I'm afraid of my side. You will have it. I was just like staring at the wall, thinking about everything, sitting down, thinking about nothing. And then my mom came in, and I didn't even know she was there. She called my name, and I didn't hear her, and then she started screaming, Mike, Mike! And I go, what? What's the matter? She goes, what's the matter with you? I go, there's nothing wrong, Mom. She goes, don't tell me that. You're on drugs. I go, no, Mom, I'm not on drugs. I'm okay. I've been thinking, you know. Why don't you give me a Pepsi? She goes, no, you're on drugs. I go, Mom, I'm okay. I'm just thinking. She goes, no, you're not thinking. You're on drugs. Normal people don't act that way. I go, Mom, just give me a Pepsi, please. All I want is a Pepsi. And she wouldn't give it to me. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Just one Pepsi. And she wouldn't give it to me. Just a Pepsi. See my shirt with my sleeves. Just me back to their sleeves. Just yucky. Just lazy. It's the birthday. I'm crazy. Oh, I'm not crazy. Here's the John. You're the one that's crazy. Here's the John. You're not to be crazy. Here's the John. I think the end is this too. That was the only person you can get from that love. That you from the enemy myself. I'm sitting in my room. My mom and my dad came in. They pulled up the chair and they sat down. They go, Mike, we need to talk to you. I go, okay, what's the matter? They go, me and your mom, we noticed lately you've been having a lot of problems. And you've been going off for no reason. And we're afraid you